Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at modern women shocked by men's honesty. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Would you rather have a finger as a or as fingers?
Nah, I'm definitely going for as fingers. 10 or 11 is better than 1. And, you know, it's just like, hey, double trouble. If you're fingering girls, you might as well just come down with your fingers too, right? That's true. It is true.
So you're gonna be like,
Sure.
like you got like 3 things going on at once?
No, you'd have 11 things going on at once.
How?
10 on your hand and 1 down here. Or
11.
No, I'm just talking about 11 things you can do with yourself. Yeah. You got confused on your own question.
I think I'm confused on your answer.
No,
I understand his answer completely.
Yeah.
I guess he makes a good point, but kinda sus that he went into that much detail.
I've talked to you before about how women compete versus how men compete. Men will try to out-compete each other for a woman. Women will try to monopolize themselves as the only option for a man.
Yes.
I'll even use an example and do it side by side. If I'm out at a bar with my friends, and me and my friend both see a girl and we think to ourselves, oh, she's like really hot. If we both know we're kind of going after her, we'll look at each other and be like may the best man win. If a girl sees a guy and knows that there's another girl interested, she will find some weird little way to kind of talk to him in passing and almost want her to talk to him first so that she can then drop some weird little thing about that girl to make her seem like a whore, like a Women will try to make sure that every other girl is worse than them. Men will try to better themselves than other men.
It's always interesting to see how differently the dating game works for men and women.
You're feminist.
Yes.
Do you think women are oppressed?
Yeah, I think there's certain ways that women face oppression.
How are you oppressed?
As I previously stated, I think it's absolute that me and a guy can have the same exact resume, or that I might be overqualified than him, and on the basis of my name, out of like a million studies that there are out there, I am less likely to be chosen.
However, the thing is though, is that that's one study, but then you hear all this stuff about affirmative action and that, oh, we're going on a diversity hiring spree, and apparently diversity has to do with 50% of the population, which is women.
At the end of the day, employers make the choice of who is getting hired. It's not about men versus women.
Are all women?
What?
I said, are all women?
Hell no.
Why not?
Because just no.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. If I take you on a date, right? That means I would have to spend money on the date, correct?
You're lucky that I don't have the exact words to speak in English.
Hear me out, though, right? If I don't pay as a man,
You're hot, though.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What I'm saying though is, right? If I take you on a date and I don't pay as a man, it's unattractive, right?
That's okay.
But it's unattractive though, because as a man, I'm supposed to pay, right?
If I have my own money, that doesn't matter.
You're right. It's unattractive if I don't pay, correct?
No.
Stop lying, girl.
It's not a lie.
Stop lying. Stop lying. If I come off like a broke, you not gonna want to. Let's be real. That's what I'm saying. So if I come over to you and I take you on a date and I spend money on the date, on the food, on the way to come pick you up, on the way to drop you off, all those things, right? Then I have a better chance of getting the correct?
Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, isn't that a transaction?
No, because you want what I want, so that's okay.
What
It's
you mean?
a deal.
I want the.
And I want to do.
Okay, yeah. Well, in that case, let me get your Instagram. Why don't you just come on a date with me?
It's okay.
Okay, cool. For sure. I'm gonna hit you
We'll
up.
talk to you later.
Okay.
Well, this must have been an awkward conversation to have on camera.
83% of the time when women have an affair partner, they fall in love with the affair partner. For men, it's like 12% of the time. It's like very, very rare. It's usually the woman has moved, his wife has moved on, and he's just already fallen in love with an affair partner. It's just not something men do. When men cheat, they are looking to rearrange the roster. When women cheat, they're looking for a new head coach. Again, keep right and wrong out of this. This is evolutionary psychology. This is or isn't. This is not right or wrong. When a woman cheats in a relationship, it is so much more deleterious, destructive to the relationship than when a man does. It doesn't mean it's okay for a man to cheat.
Okay, but honestly, cheating is not okay no matter what.
Would you rather have a finger as a or fingers? Like 10.
What? 10? I would rather have 10 because you know how funny that would be.
But then they'd be soft.
It would be
and then
sad if you
they'd
just
get
had
hard.
fingers. But if you had fingers, bro, everybody would laugh at that shit. Yeah, bro. It would be funny as
Like
you could put 10 different. I'd be like, E.T. Hey, you want to see something crazy? Look, watch this. Ready? Yeah, that's wild, right? But look. Hear me out. I could get it up in there, right? I hit you with a ooh.
This question is just so awkward, but it gets some good reactions.
When a woman lie about a guy she dealt with and she don't want you to know, she lie to herself first. I dealt with this girl one time, she cheated on her boyfriend with me. She lied so good, she made me think we ain't mess around. I messed me up after the club one night. I texted her the next morning, yeah, how that was last night. She texted me back, how was what and who is this? I was like, 404. I said, this me, Wayne. She said, Wayne who? I sent her a picture of me and her together. She texted me back, ooh, stranger danger. When a woman lies, she take that lie to the grave. Matter of fact, a woman to get to heaven and lie. Jesus will be like, I know you slept with James, my child. She be like, I swear to God on you, I ain't sleep with James. Jesus be like, well, you know I can see everything from up here. She be like, well, you know it get cloudy up here sometimes.
Country Wayne is absolutely hilarious, and he does kind of have a point.
Life is just not easy for the woman when she hits a certain age. We're talking about women who've kind of had this high life, and then they've stopped getting offers because maybe now she's hit like 38, 40. And then it's almost like they've kind of gone into this dark hole now. It's so toxic, it's like horrible.
Well, here's the thing. Most men don't feel sorry for those women, and I'll tell you why. The reason men don't feel sorry for them is because the experience that she begins to go through when she's older is the experience 90% of men go through every single day. The guy who works at the post office, the guy who helped you pack your bag, the guy who delivered your Amazon parcel, the guy in your class, the guy that you worked with, most guys are invisible. It is only the high value guys that catches women's attention, the guy who's tall, attractive, in shape, successful. So when women who have had that taste of the high life, have been that desirable, gotten all the attention, everything, they then get to a point where now they're being treated how most guys are treated. Guys don't feel sorry for them. A lot of guys feel that if you wanted to have a partner, have a family and settle down, you get to that point in life and you haven't done that, it's because because you definitely had an abundance of opportunity to do that. So it's very difficult for a lot of guys to have sympathy, because for a lot of guys it's like, this is how it's been for us since day one, and most of us don't even get to a point where we can attract a girl like you. You've been there, you've had the chance to get those guys, but because you decided to play around, maybe you didn't want it serious, and that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but you have to accept what comes with the path that you choose.
Well, if they had the chance when they were younger, this wouldn't have been a problem.
I know a brother. He's one of my boys. He knows who he is. I ain't gonna say his name. He was married. They never had any kids. He wasn't feeling the relationship anymore. Neither was she. The divorce wasn't even contested. And the courts ordered him to pay $12,000 per month. That ain't child support. That's adult support. That's wife support. $12,000 a month? He wasn't even making $1 million a year. $12,000 a month? Just because y'all ain't together no more? She had a job. Why you had to pay $12,000 a month? I know one of my female friends, she was actually making more money than her man. He cheated. He cheated. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. He cheated. And she still was ordered to pay this brother $15,000 a month. In this country, we talk about marriage. But every time you turn around, it's a financial transaction. And it's getting to the point where prenups ain't safe because you got people contesting prenups.
This is a very fair point. In our world today, a lot of marriages involve large amounts of money.
Excuse me, miss. How you doing? Good, how are you? Good. I just wanted to come over here and tell you I think you're very beautiful. Straight up, I'm just trying to...
I'm not down for that right now.
You're not down for that?
I appreciate you being a friend.
How to get your number if they can't keep it 100 with you?
I have somebody to talk to at home.
You have somebody to talk to?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all girls got a rotation of... You know?
No, I don't have rotation. It's one.
You only got one?
Yes,
That's a damn lie, girl.
It's not a lie.
How old are you?
21.
You 21?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want another inside your circle?
Okay.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. You don't like light skin?
It has nothing to do with that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You seem a little racist. Damn!
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You're not
No.
Okay. I'm just testing out this theory because I feel like girls don't really know what the f want. Because y'all be like, oh, if you just kept it real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to try it on your friend right here. Hi, my name's McQueen.
Hi, I'm Wisdom.
Well, nice to meet you, Wisdom. So I just want to let you know. Where you from Ohio, I'm assuming, too?
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, are you a firm believer in the fact that, like, you know, men should keep it honest with their intentions with women?
Yes.
Because a lot of times girls be like, oh, if men would just keep it honest with their intentions, then it would cut a lot of bull, right?
It would.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. I'm just trying to clap your cheeks. Damn!
Okay.
How about
Period.
that? She said, okay, period. You know what I'm saying? How about that?
I mean, I appreciate you being honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you looking.
Okay.
Over there.
I was definitely looking.
Yeah, I saw you.
Okay, cool. So does that mean I can get your Instagram then?
You get my Instagram.
Okay, for sure.
McQueen keeps it 100. The first lady was not having it, but the second couldn't help herself.
You're crazy until you're successful. Then you're a genius. And I think for a lot of people, when you're grinding as a small channel, people think you're too obsessed. You're a weirdo. Stop only making videos. Like, get a life. Be realistic. People will convince you you're out of your mind for wanting to do this. But then once you're successful, they're like, yo, your drive, your tenacity was great. But it's like, yeah, well, where was that back then? You know what I mean? I didn't get that when I was a small channel.
Take advice from Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world.
Would you suck 50K?
Listen, bro, if someone's gonna offer me to suck money, it has to be above 5 mil. Has to be above 5 mil.
Wow.
Has to be, bro. I need to make a move. I need to look something like that. I need to be able to move to a different country.
20 mil.
20 mil. You see that? Now we're
You're
talking
putting
about.
a mouth.
Those are pay-per-view numbers. Those are deal sign numbers. You're giving me numbers like that. I'll do that happily, and I'll move to a different country, and I start up a whole new life.
So are
You're definitely doing it for 50K, though.
That's less than I make in a year. Why would I do that?
No, because you are. You're saying...
Go subscribe to my OF and find out what I post.
You're a capper.
He stated the value he wanted and stuck with it. Good man.
Can I draw you guys? Sure. What do you guys think?
Wow! Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're cute. Why don't I have a mouth?
Yeah, right.
You like it?
Yeah, perfect.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I wouldn't go over 5.
Why so low?
Because I think my daughter probably could do that when she was about 6. Oh, that's me, all right. I'd probably give it a 10.
Hey, sometimes a little joke is all it takes to make them laugh.
You care too much about what other men think, so you won't be with a woman that could be a really
no,
good
I'll
wife.
imagine
So you're
you're
going to miss
giving
out
that
on a
sloppy,
good woman.
No,
you're
that
going to miss out on a good woman.
No, the
How's
sloppy,
it sloppy? You said you liked it puddling and really
yeah,
wet.
Sloppy,
so
yeah,
what are you on about?
Messy.
So now what? You're moaning at me? I don't
No,
understand.
she's going to be giving that sloppy to someone else. Do you get it? Like,
Yeah, so it's
that
your
makes
ego.
me sad. Yeah, it makes me sad. Yeah, my ego. Yeah, what happens now? Next,
I feel like a real man wouldn't feel threatened by that, and he could walk into a room with, a woman that has slept with men in that room.
Okay, how would you feel if we've gone to a party together and we're going out, yeah, and we've walked in and I've selected 5 girls there? What happens then?
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I would be mad, but at the same time, it gets to a point where, okay, you're with me now. There's no judgment there. Like, your past is your past.
Honestly, it's all about what is inside. Love comes from inside us, not outside.
I think a lot of guys sort of think that height is a disadvantage for them, and in most cases they're correct about that. The reason why guys get really upset about height is because when it comes to dating, when it comes to dating apps like Tinder or Hinge or Bumble, the preferences that are set are generally, I want a guy who's like 5'11", 6 foot, 6'1", and when you do that, you eliminate a whole swath of guys. Because the average height of the American male, anyways, is 5'9" right now.
What?
5'9".
Wow. No, hold on. Wait.
Is that surprising?
Everybody look at her expression. One time, she was surprised. Why was she surprised? Because the dudes are 5'8". What is she doing? What is her reticular activation system doing?
I'm shocked.
No.
Because I'm usually I'm thinking 6'2" minimum.
Rolo, what is her RAS doing? She doesn't see
getting
them.
5'9", man.
She doesn't see them.
Literally.
She doesn't see them.
Literally.
Literally doesn't.
Oh,
For her to
yeah.
think that the average male is 6'2", she doesn't see them. That's
Most
my
guys
point.
lie too.
I mean, you got a lot to go from 5'9" to 6'2".
Usually that's a gotcha question. I'm not going to give you guys a gotcha question, but it's usually how rare do you think a guy who is 6 foot tall or higher or taller? How rare do you think that guy is? I believe it's like 16% of the population, and as you go,
I think 6'2" is 1%.
As you go up,
how tall are you?
As you go up, it goes the percentages go down.
Height definitely plays a role in dating, so why not put it on dating apps?
If a man knows what he wants, he's gonna go for what he wants. I'm not finna sit up there and, hey, I want to be your friend. No, what's to it? I'm trying to be your man.
A lot of guy friends have to go through that, like, oh, I'm trying to get on that with you to be your friend. Like, I feel like you have to, you have to deny, a dude, and then they'll be like, okay, we could be cool.
Nah, that's not cooking. That's not cooking.
I know
so you guys are saying, like, would a dude, he see you and he know off rip, like if he wants you or if he
I'm trying to go get that.
Yes. 100%. Dudes know.
100%. When you're over the age of 21, your brain is fully developed. You should know what you want. If he tries to go for what he wants, and then you say no, and then he says he's gonna be your friend, the dude is. Are you playing the long game? If the girl don't want you,
bro.
Just exactly. If the girl don't want you, and you say I'm gonna be your friend.
Move on.
Men and women can't have like a platonic
No, you most definitely. No, you
can.
definitely can. Okay. Your platonic friends, you get that established out the way. No nothing. Y'all can be friends. You gotta know the intentions.
Uncertainty, like with everybody, is just because people don't show their true intentions all the time. Like they don't know.
No,
they don't even know their own intentions half the time. So it's like
that's
exactly
friendship. That's the friendship method. You put on that facade.
Exactly. But that's middle school, high school stuff, though. If you take it out of high school, then that's just them.
If he's waiting for his chance to date you, he's gonna do you dirty.
See, this is why a lot of guys get in the friend zone. Be yourself and state exactly what you want.
What's a fire pickup line?
Are you my cousin? Because I want to you.
Horns down, baby! Woo! Roll Tide, I love my cousin! Woo! Hook him, baby! Trail him, baby! Woo! Bring him your real fast and to the left, baby! Woo!
That was great. That was good. That was awesome.
All right then, man.
Do you have a
Well, I don't think it's a fetish. I think it's more of a fantasy.
fantasy? What is that?
Glory hole.
Do you
Do you want me to talk about it? I've never done it.
You're a snorer as well. That's why I wrote this question, because I knew it. I knew I'd get a sick answer.
You can just tell how uncomfortable that one made him feel.
Believe that this woman would stab someone for me. It was a bikini competition in Mexico, and I met her, and I knew, to me, she was the most attractive girl there, but I knew she wasn't going to win for two reasons. Number one, she had a mass removed from her boob, and she had a boob job. And I was like, that doesn't do very well in these pageants for you to have a boob job that big. And number two, she was not flirting with any of the judges. Judges were talking to her, and she's from Arkansas. She wasn't giving. They would talk to her, she would talk right back to them. Whereas other girls who were pageant girls are like super friendly. She was very much herself. And I was like, you're the hottest girl here, but you're not going to win this because you don't play by the rules. And I love that. So I was like, you're mine. Later on, once we started dating, before we became official, before she moved in with me, it wasn't just like I thought she was loyal. Like I legitimately, and I'm saying this, I'm not kidding, believe that this woman would stab someone for me. There is a Glock 17 in my dresser, and she would shoot someone for me without any hesitation. That level of loyalty, man, I can look past, and obviously she's stunning.
When true love is found, we can sense it immediately, and that's why this guy loves his girlfriend.
What would happen if every girl on Earth disappeared?
But we can't just get rid of all girls.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call?
So I fix my own car.
Your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
At the moment, men. Obviously,
yeah.
it's a
So
patriarchy.
regardless of that, like you agree that men run the infrastructure, so therefore we need men.
Yeah, on a wider scale, yes. On a wider scale. On a personal scale, no. Because you don't need a man to provide for you.
We need men to run the industries that keep us alive and well.
Not necessarily. Because I know female mechanics, engineers.
Right, but remember that's exception. Like those industries are like 99% male.
Yeah, but for now.
Right.
For now. And we can change that.
We can. But do we want to change that?
Okay, but all these things are usually fixed by men, so what is her point?
For once, be real!
If you want to keep this going, if you want me here spending my money working hard for you, please be real.
Wow, you can really hear the pain in his voice. It's sad to see couples falling into this deep hole.
Actual wage gap in, I believe it's North America. It's either North America or the United States. As of 2020, women make 83 cents to that of men. If you look specifically at men and women under the age of 30 who work full-time jobs, it's 93 cents. And in most of the major metro areas where women are complaining the loudest about the wage
Which
gap,
are predominantly liberal.
they outgain men.
Yes.
There's a reason the wage gap exists, and there's also a reason why it gets higher the older you get, because women decide to do things like take leave to take care of children. You can't take 3-4 years off from work, come back and be like, I can't believe the guy who was making the same amount as me 4 years ago is now making more than me. Most of the women who complain the loudest, which are young females in major metro areas, they have literally nothing to complain about. They have the same degree of equality as men do. They have access to everything that men do. Everything that you say about what men think about women or what hiring managers think about women is what you think they think. It's completely unfalsifiable.
Hopefully this will make enough sense to prove the truth about the wage gap.
Women today say they don't need a man.
Because we're independent as hell.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a why would a man need a woman?
What? Shit. He could learn one or two things from a woman.
Like what?
Love. Yeah. Love.
Okay. Do you think that men are incapable of love without a woman teaching them?
No.
Why do women think they're the ones who should define love and emotions?
Because we're more passionate, right? We're more passionate.
Where's the evidence of that?
She was all talk until she got put on the spotlight. Then she choked up.
Here's a call to action to anyone, male or female, in the Western world watching this video. Can you please let me know of a time when you decided to not hire or not work with a woman simply because she was a woman? This whole myth of intrinsic bias and women have to work extra hard to make it is really getting old and annoying at this point. As if a girl at Harvard Law had to do more to get noticed over the guy at Harvard Law. Or the female anesthesiologist had to work harder than the male anesthesiologist in med school. Yeah, it didn't matter how they did on the bar or their board exams. It didn't matter how well they interviewed. It didn't matter how they presented themselves or articulated their value. No, these places want to hire men. And they're only going to hire a woman if she's a true standout. Like seriously, can we just cut the... Oh, you worked harder and got the job? Oh, you appealed more to the hiring manager in the way you presented yourself? Congrats. That's how it works. When will the victimhood run out? You enroll in and graduate from college at a higher rate, have basically a non-existent wage gap under the age of 30, and have 0 policies forbidding you from picking a career of choice. So can we please move the hell on?
Come on, guys, let's get a move on and realize we're all people. We gotta stop dividing ourselves. And finally, we have this last clip of a man on a date with a woman at a questionable restaurant. Not sure why they went here in the first place, but anyways, let's just say he gives them all a dose of honesty, and their reactions are pretty hilarious.
Are you gonna let me hit that tonight?
Oh,
I can join.
Oh, really?
I can join too.
I'll pass.
You guys have made it to the end. Like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.